Xin chào tất cả mọi người, mình là Hiến Minh. Rất vui vì mọi người TEDx Quỷ Đôn đã cho mình cơ hội để đứng tại đây ngày hôm nay. Cũng khá là muộn rồi nhưng mà Hiến Minh rất cảm ơn mọi người vẫn ở đây. Và Hiến Minh mong là mọi người sẽ thích bài nói của Hiến Minh. My name is Hiến Minh. Thank you TEDx Quỷ Đôn for having me today. It is very late already, but I hope you enjoy my speech today. So, yesterday I was doom scrolling on TikTok and I have seen a post, which is a graduation quote. That student quoted, "My dad say, you are Asian, not Bijan." In Asian, the parents often expected us to have straight A's, to not have any B's on our, transcript. And because of that, we have been taught our whole lives that our lives should be brilliant, that our life should be a masterpiece. And sometimes forgot that sometimes in the shadow, there's also another kind of way of shining. And today I'm here to talk about the dignity of the dim. Trước khi nói về phần này thì Hiến Minh xin được nói bằng tiếng Việt để cho các bố mẹ ở đây hiểu một chút. Hiến Minh đến đây để nói về rằng là đôi lúc cái cách mình tỏa sáng nó không chỉ dừng lại ở việc trở thành một ngôi sao mà nó cũng có thể là bầu trời đêm. Cho Hiến Minh xin. Okay. So we are currently living in the main character era, where we are told that our lives should be brilliant, should be a masterpiece, and we should disrupt the industry. And most importantly, we should be one of the stars. But to be honest, being a star, having straight A's, like the example that I have at the first, is kind of exhausting, right? Because we cannot always forcing ourselves to do things that is too much for us. Because of that, I kept asking myself questions like, what happened to those of us who aren't the stars? What happened to those of us if we never bloom the way the society or the world expects us to? Or what if we are the dark sky rather than being a star? Because of that, I have been searching about the real causes of being a star. So in astronomy, in order to be a star, it causes a lot of pressure. And same to our life. In Vietnam, we often told ourselves, phải có áp lực mới có kim cương, means that we need pressure in order to be a diamond. But does it really matters if we are a diamond? Does it cause that? Does it really deserve that much pain to be a star? Or are all of us are born to be a star? Có phải tất cả chúng ta sinh ra để trở thành kim cương hay trở thành ngôi sao hay không? Yet, the society makes ordinary into failure, which makes us too terrified of being average, of being just enough. And because of that, we trade our peace for performance, for prize. And then I kept asking myself another question. What are we always pushing ourselves to touch the success line that we give for ourselves that changes every time we touches it? And what if there's some kind of freedom that only exists during the shadow, where we have the choice and the freedom to be ourselves, like the Varta sky? Or there's another way to shine, like the moon. We all know that the moon doesn't produce its own light. It uses the light from the sun, and it still shines in its own way. And I learned this, and I connected to life. And then I realized maybe we shine in different ways. And sometimes the sun, like other people, passes our lives to us. And I doesn't learn this from self-help book. I learned this from the woman, the most important woman in my life, which is bà nội, bà ngoại, my grandmother. Her brilliance is not a career, it's not a work. It is the love, the care that she puts into the family meals. Or May, my mom. She spent 40 years working a job that doesn't make her famous. And still, she puts her light into a prisms that turn her dreams into the lights of my education, my safety, and my opportunity. Sometimes I look at their hands and feel pain or pity because they never have a chance to shine the way they are and to able to achieve their dreams. However, I realized that they weren't dim. They're just shining a very different way, and they choose to pass those lights to me. And because of that, they are the actors on the stage. I'm standing right here. But they are the architects who built the stage that gives me an opportunity, the skills for me to standing here today. And even if you're not the moon, you're not have an opportunity, you don't have anyone to pass you the light. You need to acknowledge that in order for a star to shine in that dark sky, it needs the dark sky for them to shine. And you don't need to be a sun to be significant. But you should be who you are today, to be able to shine in the way you are. And remember, it is okay to be weird, to be cringe, to be confident. But remember to love yourself, because only if you love yourself, you are able to shine in the way you are. And I know for very sure that every one of us here or out there will be able to shine, but just in very different way. We can be the moon, we can be the stars that walk the sky. But at the end of the day, we still shine anyways. And even if someone told you that you didn't shine the way they want you to, please remember that you are shine in the way you are, and you are born to shine in the way you are, because we are not all born to be a star, a diamond or a sun. Bởi vì chúng ta không sinh ra đều để trở thành ngôi sao, kim cương hay mặt trời. Xin cảm ơn. Thank you.